Okay, so an urn contains 6 purple marbles, and I guess I should write that down just to make it more clear. 6p for purple. Oh, why'd they do that? It's pink. Okay, well, I guess I'll say 6p for purple and 4k for pink. Why'd it have to be 2 p's? Anyway, a marble is drawn at random and not replaced. So that's called without replacement, and it cuts down on the number of marbles inside the urn. Eventually, you'd have no marbles because you're not replacing them. So, what is the probability that both marbles are purple? Okay, so the first probability is 1 out of 10, right? Because 6 purple and 4 pink is 10 marbles, whatever color they are. There's 10 marbles. So the first probability is 1 out of 10. And then I didn't replace the first marble I took out. And I want the second one to also be purple. Wait, did I say 1 out of 10? Hold on. Hang on. How many are there? There's 6, right? There's 6 out of 10. So the probability is 6 out of 10, not 1 out of 10. I took 1 marble, but there's 6 purple. Now, the second probability, when I reach back in and grab another marble, presumably without looking, one of them's gone now, because we're assuming the first one was purple. It's 6 out of 10. If it is that way, then now there's only 5 out of 10. Oh, no, not out of it's out of 9, right? Because one's gone. Yeah. Okay, so how do I find the probability that both are purple? Well, I multiply these probabilities together, okay? Because if it happens one after the other, not independently, but I'm going to draw 2 marbles. One, that's 6 out of 10, because there's 6 out of 10. And then, now I didn't replace it, so there's only 9 inside. And I know that the first one's purple, so that means the second one, there's going to be fewer purple marbles. Now it's just 5 out of 9. And I multiply them together, and I can cancel. I really should cancel, so I'll cancel the 5 and the 10, and there's a 2. Instead of trying to have a big, huge number, it's just easier to cancel. And my probability is, the 2's cancel also. Probability that happens like that is 1 out of 3. Now, I could have said 30 over 90 and then reduced, but I just think it's easier to cancel. Okay, so if a third marble is drawn, what is the probability that it is pink, assuming the first 2 were purple and not replaced? Okay, so let's do this again. Just to be clear, I don't want to take any shortcuts. These are the first 2 probabilities. Now, the last probability, now I've only got 8 in there because I took the first 2 out. And how many pink are there? Well, none have been taken yet, so there's 4 pink left to be taken. All right. So I know after I cancel those first 2, I'm down to a third. And this 4 over 8 is 1/2. So, if you don't believe me, go ahead and cancel everything out, and you'll see this 1/3 times 1/2 once I knock off all those extra numbers. And now the probability that happens is not very likely, that I get 2 purple and then 1 pink. It's 1 out of 6. Okay, so the more specific and the further I go, if I have to have a fourth one, it'd be even less likely. So here are my 2 answers. The more specific the instructions are. Okay, first get 2 purple, then have a pink, and then go back to purple. It's going to be less and less likely as we go along because I keep multiplying fractions. And so my fraction is going to get worth, as I multiply fractions that aren't improper together, they get smaller and smaller. So an urn contains 2 orange marbles. So, I don't like the O because it looks like a 0. So I'll say 2 G for orange. There's a G in there. And 5 blue. I can say B. That looks normal. A marble is drawn at random and replaced. Oh, so I put it back. Okay, I put it back in the urn. So together I have 7 marbles, right? And I'm not going to change that because I'm putting things back. All right. All right. So let's see. A second marble is drawn. What is the probability that the first marble is orange So how many orange are there? There's 2 orange out of 7. So the first marble being orange is a 2 out of 7 chance. And the second marble is blue. Well, it's 5, and it's still 7 because I put that marble back. So I don't have to reduce the bottom. It's always 7 on the bottom if I keep throwing the marble back into the urn. So what is the probability? Okay, so there we go. So what's the probability that that happens? Nothing cancels. So I get 10 over 49. So just about a 20% chance. And then you go ahead and tell me what the probability that I get a third marble in the same order and have it be blue again. You go ahead and finish that one. Anyway, there's the first answer. A fair coin, nobody rigged it, is tossed 3 times. What is the probability that the first 2 tosses come up tails and the third toss comes up heads? Well, the first 2 tosses come up tails. What's the probability of tails? 1/2. And then it happens again. The first 2 are tails. That's 1/2. And the third toss comes up heads. What's the probability of heads? Well, it's also 1 out of 2. It's either one or the other, so it's always 1 out of 2. So 3 tosses in a row, the way we said it would be, well, that's 1 over 8. Okay, so my answer is 1 over 8. Then go ahead and extend it to 1 more head, and you'll have your answer.